Greetings to our members and our friends from your church, New Testament Assembly Tooting. It's indeed a privilege once again to connect with you in your homes. And I've just come to share a message with you. Many of you will know that later on this week, we will be returning to the sanctuary. We'll be reopening the sanctuary for public worship. We, however, are fully aware that we are still living in challenging times, and to keep COVID secure, we have taken a number of safety mechanisms and precautions to keep you safe. Now, due to social distancing guidelines, we will be having a reduced capacity in the sanctuary. And so we want you to know that there will be a registration process whereby we can know if you would like to come back in the sanctuary for worship. However, we want you to be reassured that whether you are in the building or you're still connected with us online, we will ensure that your worship experiences are still as enriching, as engaging as they have always been. And so we'll continue to offer both options. So please be reassured, whether you are in the building or whether you're in your homes, we will continue to connect with you live through our live stream that will come to your homes at the time of the service. You are about to see a short film, which will be a walkthrough through the sanctuary where you can see all of the things that have been put in place to keep you safe as we worship the Lord together.
The New Testament Assembly Tooting Safety Guidelines. Here's how to meet safely. The following guidelines are based on information from the NHS, Gov UK and on direction from the leaders of the New Testament Assembly. We will hold one service at 11:30 a.m. both in person and on live stream via our website. The service will be approximately 75 minutes in length. If you are arriving by taxi or London Transport, please remember under government guidelines you will need to wear a face mask at all times. No matter how hard it sounds, no one will be allowed to attend a service unless they have registered online or via the phone due to the government guidelines. We do understand not everyone will be able to go online or phone, so we will have a very limited number of seats available if you arrive unregistered, but cannot promise entry if capacity is reached early. The church doors will open 30 minutes before service commences. Please arrive early to avoid queuing. Attendees are asked to be mindful of nearby residents and the public while queuing. When you arrive at church, security will welcome you, and you'll be asked to line up at one of our entry points. Please remember to keep a safe 1 meter plus distance at all times, and ask one of our ushers or security team upon arrival for assistance if you are unsure on where to queue. It is important to maintain a 1 meter distance at all times to give our members and visitors the respect they would deserve, and to adhere to guidelines as everyone's safety is important to us. Entrances and exits will be designated beforehand, and the ground will be marked to help those entering maintain a 1 meter plus separation in between each household. No one with a fever or symptoms of COVID-19 or a known exposure to a COVID-19 case in the prior 14 days will be permitted. The main symptoms of coronavirus COVID-19 are a high temperature. You do not need to measure your temperature. A new continuous cough, so coughing a lot for more than an hour, or 3 or more coughing episodes in 24 hours. Or a loss or change to your sense of smell or taste. Before entering the sanctuary, you will see signs for our one-way system and will be asked by an usher to place your mask on if you are not already wearing one, and have your temperature checked to ensure you are within government guidelines. We will require everyone 5 years and older to wear a face covering while on church property, except those with medical reasons which prevent them from wearing one. If you do not have a face mask or gloves, these can be provided upon entry. Please be patient as our teams work through the queues as quickly as possible. When entering the sanctuary, please ensure you have sanitized your hands and keep movement to a minimum. Our Zone B will be used for our vulnerable members and visitors. When seated by an usher, would ask you to remain in your seat throughout service, as this has been pre-populated. We will require everyone to maintain a 1 meter plus separation out of care for each other while on church property. No shaking of hands, hugging or gathering in the building. Whilst waiting, we'll suggest preparing yourself with all your items required before we commence. There will be no sharing of Bibles, pens or notepads. No food or drink is permitted in the sanctuary, but we ask that you carry a bottle of water which you may need and a small snack or sweet which you can eat whilst queuing to enter the building. If during service you need to cough or sneeze, please do this by sneezing directly into your mask or by removing your mask and sneezing directly into a tissue. Washing your hands is one of the easiest ways to protect yourself and others from the COVID virus and other illnesses. You should wash your hands for the amount of time it takes you to say the Lord's Prayer, around 20 seconds. In case of a fire, please leave the building immediately at your nearest exit, which is signposted throughout the building. When outside, turn left and walk down to Fish Ponds Road. You'll then need to turn left onto Fish Ponds Road and walk down to our meeting point. You will see one of our fire wardens who will guide and assist you along with provide updates. We encourage all our members and visitors to continue giving online via Tithely, Backs or directly via our website. If you arrive with cash or cheque, no problem. We ask before being seated to collect a batch of offering envelopes from an usher. Here you will also be able to collect your Lord's Supper communion elements and tissues if necessary, as movement will be limited throughout service. We have taken extra measures to ensure minimal touching of any door handles, but where we have been unable to do this, please take care when using doors. The back room behind the sanctuary near the stairs, also known as our choir room, will be used as our medical room if required. Please let an usher know if you require to visit the medical room. At the end of service, leaving church will be staggered. An usher will guide you row by row. Please leave by the advised exit the usher is directing you to leave by. We ask that you do not stand around, wait or gather to fellowship. We know this is hard as we'll be excited to see our church family, but your safety is imperative to us and we need you to work alongside us to adhere to the government guidelines. For the time being, no other gathering will be held in our church building on Sunday morning. No children's or youth Sunday school, no adult classes, no prayer meetings, nothing will be taking place other than our Sunday service at 11:30 a.m. We recognise that some of our members are more at risk to COVID-19 and will need to remain shielded for longer. If you are unable to attend, we are pleased to let you know our online service will remain, and our media teams are working to provide you with an interactive service. Please ensure you've subscribed to our YouTube channel and signed up on our website for regular updates. However, if you are in a vulnerable category and decide to attend, special care will be taken to ensure your safety.
I do hope you found that video useful, and if you have any queries or questions at all, please don't hesitate to contact us here at the Sanctuary at the email address or the number you see on the screen. We are continuing to look forward to worshiping with you in your homes or in person here at the Sanctuary. And like I said earlier on, regardless of which way you choose to worship, we will continue to worship the Lord in spirit and in truth, and remain in unity, knowing that our God is worthy of our praises, and the God that has kept us thus far, even through this challenging season, is the same God that will continue to lead us on by His grace. God bless you.